afternoon or approaching evening, early evening. I thought I'd play a few more Blitz games just for fun. Let's turn off any echo, and hopefully this is going to be okay for the 3-minute auto pairing. Let's try e5 here against my slightly higher rated opponent. Knight to e7. See what that does. We take. Can I got f5? Is it gonna? He hasn't got e5. He can't use that d-file pressure just yet. Maybe f4 is going to be useful. Oh, this a file could be quite interesting. So f4, knight g6, just to try and get this e5 square. I'm hoping this is a good plan. Knight g6 to e5. Why not just take on a2? I can still take on a2. I don't think there's a major problem. Though queen c4 coming up. Okay, I can stop queen c4. Bit of pressure there. Oh, there's rook b4, there's knight c6. Oh, panic stations. Okay, let's just go all the way back for a moment. Is it really going to take that with material like that? This looks a bit. As though I should be able to punish it, but I can't, can I? Because knight e5 has got a check.
Check.
I can still get a knight to e5 though. Maybe queen e8. Queen e8 gives me exactly what? Oh, problems. And he's on f4 here. Maybe b5 and knight c4 just to close the protection without trying to strand that knight. Or at least protect this diagonal. Protect that. Actually, this rook can switch in. That'd be quite a bit of fun. Threatening mates, but you can play queen c3 soon. Knight e3. Okay, check and then rook a2.
Check.
What about this? He gives up the queen. Would I have anything there? Could I get my queen quickly into the attack? What's queen e5? Queen c5 to f2. Oh, rook a3. Hang on. Queen c5, rook a3, queen b4. Queen. I think queen c5 to f2. Okay. Okay. Queen c5 to f2. We'll kick the knight. There's knight a3 check just to win the exchange. Yeah, why not knight a3 check?
Check. Check.
Alright, so d5. Try and make sure his queen can't coordinate with that knight. If I can open up the position here, his king's quite exposed. Maybe b4. Or rook a3. Maybe I just take it. Or threaten to take it. Kick this guy. No, the h file. This one for d4. Try and play d4, d3. And d3 and rook e2. Okay, this is surely. I thought it was promising, but I don't know. Think.
Check.
I can't see anything.
Check.
Let's go for this d pawn anyway. So his knight's kind of pinned because of d1. Oh, I can't play d1 just yet. Uh-oh. Try and tie his king. Oh no. I'm a bit down on the clock as well. I don't want him to get another pawn for the exchange. What about rook b4 there? Rook b4. Ouch. 33 seconds. I think this is very, very tricky. I don't know really what to do here. Rook c1. Get the other rook over there. I think he's got too much.
Check.
He's got too much here. No, I think it's blown. I think I've blown this.
Time warning.
Ah. 17 seconds is not enough. Yeah. Nope. It's gone. Rook c3. Too much pressure there in the end. Okay, let's try again. So promising. Oh yeah. Time pressure. If I just treat that. So something like, okay, e5 here. What about e6? Is that any good? So he takes queen h5.
Check.
Let's get this knight e5 in. Get knight e5 check. Surely that's quite dangerous.
Check.
Yes, that's bonus. Bonus bishop. I can throw in. I don't need to throw in a check.
Check.
And just rook b1. Queen e6 for a moment. What's rook f1? There's too many choices. Pick any. So queen e6 and then something. Queen e6. Let's take on over here. I don't think he's got any major checks to worry about. Okay. On the scoreboard. Let's play this kind of King's Engine attack system. Very popular at high levels in rapid time controls and stuff. It seems from the London Classic, it was all the rage. Okay, does that matter? Might matter a bit. Got something surely or not. Oh, okay, this knight's going to be buried over here. B3, maybe? Okay, I'll threaten e7 for a moment. And try and exploit these pawns. Not really, they're going anywhere, not going anywhere. So if he takes... Oh, c3, why don't I just leave c3 and then d4's dropping? He can take on a1 if he wants 2 rooks for the... I'm hoping that's not so clear. How would I make it not clear though? That the 2 rooks, I don't know. I'll have to get his king weakened, I think. Try and get a pawn on h6 or something. Get my king over. Well, he has fragmented his pawns a little bit. Ah, now I start losing material. Okay. 2 rooks versus the queen. I've got this pawn. Can I win h5? There's rook d5. Alright, it's given me... Oh, I might as well take that for a moment. He's going to coordinate on f2,
Check.
given the chance.
Check.
So he coordinates
Check.
on f2. I'm going to take h7 as well.
Check.
No, he doesn't allow me the check. To be careful about that. Rook queen h4.
Check.
Oh, I don't think I can
Check.
do anything here. Maybe I can... I'll try bringing the king up. Hopefully he's going to leave a loose rook when he tries to double them laterally. Is he going to leave a loose rook somewhere in any of these checks or not? King g5 is interesting if it wasn't stopped.
Check.
Aha. I'm going to have to get the pawns going again. g4, g5. g4. It's not really helping matters. No, he's going to start coordinating.
Check.
This could be bad news. Try and time down to f7. There's a perpetual check for d8.
Check.
I might have to go for perpetual. I can't see
Check.
anything else.
Check.
I'm going to offer a draw. Tough on this auto pairing. Knight c6. Gambit. Try and gambit again. It's going to take. I got some sort of pressure that I wanted, which is good in Blitz, I think. So knight, I think, bishop c5 or knight to f5 over here. It's queen, knight e5, queen f7. What do I want to do here? This could be a bit vulnerable. Does rook e8 and f5? And there's always e5. Rook e8 and knight f5. That's a bit of uncomfortable pressure. Oh, okay, let's. It's knight g4 business actually. Might be interesting. So, is it worth taking that? I think it might be. From bishop c5 and protects a7.
Check.
Oh, that was a little cheapo. I thought you'd see that.
Check.
That's always handy. Okay. And what about, well, yeah. These knights are a bit loose. Do I need to, I guess I need to be quite concerned. Like my queen's not going to get trapped. Actually, queen c2 for queen g2 needed, maybe. There's rook f2. Let's see. Queen up really shouldn't be that hard. Oh no. Double attack on G2, which is kind of virtually like a loose piece. And this one is a loose square, rather. But anyway, using a loose piece and loose square. Okay, that's cool. Right, that was unexpected bonus there. Bishop C5. Game frame, yeah, Happy New Year, and yeah, I thought I'd play on Blitz session. I quite enjoy these, doing these. So I've got a T here, trying to keep some focus. Yeah, the 3-minute auto pairing can get very, very tough quickly. Yeah, this could be a pain. Sort of a simple looking setup, but I don't know what to do about it. I'm not playing. Could I play for knight? What about knight f4? I wonder. Knight f4. Let's hope to this. D5. I'm taking G5, then Queen F6 at some point. Let's not think too long about this. Let me chase this bishop or not. I don't want to lose d5 for Queen f6. Bishop d5. Do I really want to do that? Oh, I'm going to now. And if I just took rook d4, that's not going to help. Queen e2, rook e8. It's f3. I don't think that's going to help particularly. What about f5? Going for f5, then g4. Try and get my way to the king over here, like that. What else? Oh, threatening now f5. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. f5. Right, let's renew that. So bishop moves f5. I get things going. Rook, what about rook h6 and g4? c6 and bishop c7 spring to mind. Now g3 is going to test things. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Oh, I'm going to be crumbling here. I'm crumbling. Yes, I am crumbling. This isn't what I meant to happen. But let's see. There's F4 is a bit. If I can get to play H6.
Check.
I can't even get the center file. So this is well, he's getting short on time though. Is he going to mate me like this now? Yeah, that looks likely. Gotta be careful. Can I hold the fort here? How would I even hold the fort? Whoa. Oh. This is getting dangerous.
Check.
Okay, get the queens off. Try and avoid getting mated too quickly.
Check. Check.
Ooh.
Check. Check.
What a solid game. Wow. Okay. Let's try and just play a normal. Okay, against the King's Engine. It's a classical line. Now this sort of Shirov line with an only G4 later is something I used to quite like. So now quick Queen B3 C5. This sometimes is a problem. The King on F7. Let's go back here for Queen B3. I think Queen B3 maybe. I'm gonna have to play Rook H1 if needed soon. Oh, there's King F1. It starts to get a bit hairy for the king side. Pressing down on his queen side. Can the king get out like this? Knight H4, King F1. Oh, there's D6. Bishop E6. And there's Queen B7 there. Probably
Check.
worth playing. Because Queen C7, there's Knight C5. If I get Rook H1 in, that would have safeguarded the king side.
Check.
There's this is dangerous. Because with Knight F3, hang on, it's Bishop F3, I'm holding H1. Bishop F3 holds H1. Can I get time for King E1 before getting mated? There's also Knight E5 to consider. That would kick the king to the first rank. That would really actually be very, very useful.
Check.
Kicking in the king there, win the rook with check. Pawn's holding E7, he's resigned. Okay, a decent game there. Much easier than the 1659 in the earlier game. Maybe it's easier with whites. If you get a good position. Let's play this. I saw this recently in somewhere. A Kasparov-Karpov game. I was looking through the 1984 match, I think. He seems to be playing that instead of Queen C2 against the Nimzo-Indian. So, if I just take care for a moment. Okay, so I can have a terrible bishop or a terrible problem on C3. I'm going to take my pick here. We're just putting the bishop like this, Botvinnik style, against Capablanca, just for a moment, temporarily, make the bishop look silly. Will I get out of this? Rook F4, Rook F1 after, Rook F4. In the future, A4 and Bishop A3 might be likely. Unless I'm going to get mated here. Okay, he's second, it's third rank. It's dangerous. Let's just take care now.
Check.
Let's get a tempo here.
Check.
Let's get this bishop out. Or actually, no, I think, yeah, possibly. Bishop A3, got to activate the bishop. So Rook F8 threatens. H4 doesn't do anything. Rook F8, Rook F7. G3, there's Rook F4 for Queen F2. I think Rook F4, keep on the dark squares. Queen F2, Rook F8. Oh, hang on. There's H4 here. For Queen H5 if Queen G3. What does he do to this? If Queen F8, I'll try and win the exchange with Bishop G5. Yes. I've got this pass pawn here. Would it be okay to get the queens off? Anything better? Get the queens off. Hope for the best. And get the rook round here, and then A5. Taking an E6 is not quick enough. King G8, E7. Oh, I'm going to lose that key pawn. I'm going to try and fragment his pawns anyway. Are you holding H5 or A5? Which one? Take his pick. Okay, he's taken that one.
Check.
Now that king, he's got Bishop A4 there. I've got to go around this way, I think. And get the king somewhere decent. This might not be happening. Aha. A3, I'm not quick enough. E6. I can jettison this pawn. Hang on a sec. Where can I go with my king? King H4, G4. No, he's not letting me go anywhere with this king, is he?
Check.
Oh, king. Okay, can I get around there? Now I've really blocked this up. Hang on a sec. E6. So threatening E7. Yes, overloaded the bishop. I might breaking through here. Maybe not.
Check. Time warning.
I need to keep the rook on the dark square.
Draw.
Oh, repetition. Draw by repetition. Alright. So this is quite a low rated GM for the 3-minute auto pairing. So maybe he's a bit slow. I'll just kick this for a moment. So not queen d7, queen e7, probably better, not to lose the queen to knight f6. Where else do I put my king? I'll just wait for a moment. This diagonal's going to be dangerous for my king's safety. Like just king. Let's take
Check.
this for bishop h3. Okay, the bishop h3 is dangerous anyway. So castle. If I wasn't losing too much material, this would have been fun. D5. Queen. I don't know. Right, I'll go here. Rook g8 is knight f6. Okay, that knight's a bit unpleasant on
Check.
e4. Does that really work?
Check.
Oh, he's got rook c7. That is pretty dangerous. That's queen h6. If I get away with knight d6, this might not be so terrible. Eventually, if I get away with knight d6. Right here. Is he a bit panicky or something with that knight d6 tactic? Try and preserve the pawns. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. Well, it's looking a bit better than before. Do swing my king. No, I've allowed b6. That's going to be really dangerous. Why did I do that? That was very, very silly. I'll try and win that. I'm just setting up a mating net. I'll just set up my own mating nets. Oh man. Allowing b6. Can I get the knight? What about knight c4? That would help, maybe. Knight check. Bishop c8. Bishop c8. I get chance for knight to take b6. The knight's holding a8. Oh, this is just so dangerous. Let's play a4 so my king can escape. To b5. He's a bit slow as I suspected. He might be. Maybe he's got bad connection or something. Well, I think I'm feeling a little bit better in this position than before.
Check.
I think he's lost on time anyway. He's lost on time. He's a bit slow. But he nearly had me with that b6. Who is this guy anyway? That was Everaldo Matsura, if that means anything. Brazilian GM. Oh, he's an IM. Oh, it says GM there. Maybe GM recently. I keep playing this with probably very bad results, actually. Okay, let's not think too long about this. Try and weaken some squares. Okay. No, just bishop e3. Just bishop e3. Yeah, what am I doing there? Let's get some dynamic play if he wants to take, fixes my d5 square, but he's not going to do that. It's like this horrible Roxy bind business. So knight h5 coming up. And bishop e5. What could provoke him? I don't know if he's done this that brilliantly so far. Okay, I'm provoking his pawns forward, clearly. It's too much provocation, probably. I don't know what to do there. And d5 here with his queen sort of staring my rook. I think probably just e5. And this is interesting now. I'm going to get squished. Or am I going to exploit these pawns? I'm probably going to get squished here. I can try. Oh, e6 looks sick. I'm going to try this for d4. Oh, let's blunder the queen. Oh, it was looking bad anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. That was, I think I'd like to play the Slav after that. Against d4 on this time control. Oh man. King's Gambit. Oh.
Check.
Oh, what have I done? This is. I don't think this is any good. This rucksack.
Check.
Oh Oh man. He's going to beat me with his f5 business. I could pretend it's a theoretical gambit. Try and castle queenside and hope for the best. So d4 and then try and castle queenside soon after. And bishop h6. Be handy. Accelerated development. Actually, it's not so bad if I get knight f6 in. Knight f6.
Check.
Take on d4. You might have messed this up a bit. So e6, e7, squish time, king in the centre, e6, e7. Even here it's possible. Actually, bishop g2 is also rook e8, just take and then ed. So e7 looks like a major threat. Okay, and sort of take and then d8. Anything stronger? There's knight d7. Bishop g2. Okay, let's go with
Check.
this.
Check.
Because it sort of pins that bishop on c8. I'm going to play bishop g2. That's nice for b6 to be played. Bishop g2. I was going to play bishop g2 anyway. I think that's problematic now. This skewer, I don't know what he's doing here. Queen a4. I don't think so. Okay, he's giving me that. Maybe Slav defense. That king, I don't like the King's Engine fianchetto lines at the moment. I don't like them much in long games either, one-day games. But yeah, Slav, Nimzo, anything. Not King's Engine because I'm risking this fianchetto line. So let's just get a nice position from the opening, hopefully. Now I want to stop maybe Queen h5. I don't know, Bishop g5, is that worth it? Okay, so d5. Surely I've got something here, which is quite good. A small advantage. Okay, come on. Got this d pawn on the way. This looks like a comfortable position. Knight f6, queen h4. So if there's knight f6, I think I've got queen h4. It doesn't matter about b2, surely. So just yes, looking nice. So he's giving me that d pawn. Well, I just just go like this with d6. Looks pretty. Sort of. Now, knight e5. Oh, there's hang on. There's bishop f5, queen b7. Like I'm losing the exchange. No, I'm losing more than that. No, there's queen f4 here for queen f7. So that's not a problem. And it takes there. He's weakening the dark squares. Does it matter about the exchange there? Hope not. h4, h5, h5, bishop f3. Right, support this guy. Support the queen rather. So, okay. Yeah. Actually, queen g5 for bishop d5. I'm on b7 at the moment. I think getting get this pawn going to h6 is always usually a good idea anyway. Bishop d5 would have been nice to have pinned that pawn. Oh, that was a missed opportunity because I could have been on f7 as well. Oh, Muppets. Alright, let's take this guy out and hope for the best. That was actually he's down to 27 seconds. This d pawn something, but it's not one I could have had with bishop d5. There's pressure though. I'll take this guy.
Check.
Well, why not? I think the pawn's still useful in this ending. He's going to try and win it. Stay away from my pawn. I'm playing f4.
Check. Check.
Checking square.
Check.
Okay, I think time for something solid with black. Solid and respectable. I'll take care of bishop g4. That's provocative if nothing else, this system. There's even some dynamic h-file business going on. So in many respects this is more fun than the King's Engine. This b4 square is nice. g5 is loose. I could take on c3 first. I'll take on g5. He's got weak dark squares. Take this guy though. Time to take on g7 before he plays h5, h6. Right, can I try and castle queenside? I'll take it here for a moment. See the ideas of taking on rook g1. There's bishop f1. Doesn't work. Okay, so rook g5. Why does rook g5 here? And knight f8 to rook h8 and try and castle queenside.
Check.
going to try and castle queenside. Pressure on d4. Okay, what to do here? Rook g6. Rook g6, is that anything? Have to do something. That might be useful for e6. So f5 coming up. f5 might be good. Let's see. My problem, well, let's see, one problem is this knight. He's thinking like long time here. Where's my move? So sorry, not looking. Sorry, queen b3. Right. What about just rook g4? Here, bishop e6. Move the king. Does it matter?
Check.
Well, bishop f5. He's holding everything. There's rook f5. He's actually on my queen here. Oh, he's going to play rook takes f8. That's not very nice. Oh, that's actually winning like material. Oh, I'll just do this. Give up the queen here. I want e1. If I can just get coordination on e1. He's giving me another piece. There's rook e1 as well. Play rook e1. Is that improvements? No, he hasn't given me a piece there. Just imagining things. But I've got some coordination, surely. Bishop b6. The rook. Right, start chasing his king before I get mated or something. Nope, I can't do that. There's bishop c7. Any of these checks handy? Okay, rook and bishop.
Check. Check.
Get b6 in. I'll just drop the rook. Oh, that wasn't clever. That was awful. That was needless. Nice position there. A bit wasted. From the opening, that is, not the final thing. Okay, so this looks quite pleasant for that G file. Got this bishop G4 check business. I'll take then. There's bishop C3 here. No, there isn't. Bishop E5, just try and loosen his king side. That's not pinned at the moment. I mean, that is pinned at the moment. Oh, Queen F4. Oh, that was okay. Let's try that King's Engine. Oh, let's try this anti-Grunfeld system. It's a bit trendy at the moment. F3. I needed the system against the Grunfeld. To see this recently is just quite interesting, really. Take on C5 here, or just E4. Probably just E4. You gonna take her? So bishop E2 and try and castle. There's Queen A5, Rook C1. Oh, okay, hang on. He's got Knight D3 for Bishop C3. What about Bishop D4? Just trying to help that C3 pawn. Bishop D4, Queen A5. Try and get rid of this guy. That could be fun. I have to think about that anyway here. I'm hoping that knight takes F3 is not strong. Where else to move the knight?
Check.
Oh. Oh. Yep. Ah. Okay, it's an exchange. It's not the end of the world. If I can win C4 after this, it's not the end of the world. I'll try and win this stranded knight as well. There's Queen C7, Bishop B3. Okay, I'll take this guy. So Bishop. Let's move this back. Queen E1 for E5. Then maybe E6. There's Queen H4 as well, something to bear in mind. Taking a long time here. I get this E5 square for the queen. Must be dangerous, surely. Queen E5, it's a good centralizing, attacking
Check.
move. Something like C4. There's B5. G3, does that help? G4. Threatens G5. I think F4. Those pawns in the centre look juicy. I don't mind that. They look super juicy with D6 to follow. What is he going to do? Keep the pin? Oh, hi there, is he? How is chat still working? He's going to keep this pin. Wow, he was a slow coach. Blimey. Ah. Let's try this again against Tiger. Just played him a couple of games ago. So he gave me that G file, which was very useful. Oh, okay.
Check.
I don't think he's getting much from the opening here. Just to protect C7 for a moment. My castle queenside. This looks pretty tasty.
Check.
Okay, so bishop e4, f3, knight e7. Why not? Alright, that's a pain, yeah, it is a pain. No, I've got a nice position though. F5, surely F5 is a nice position, so I'm threatening F4. And I'll keep my rooks like this for a moment. Where does this bishop want to go back? There. Let's give the king e4. I'm tempted for e4. I'll try and blast open this diagonal. This looks good, doesn't it? Rook g2, e3 coming up for c2. c2 looks incredibly like a problem. Like an incredible problem to solve here. A rook d1. Ah, and bishop g8, b3. Bishop b8, bishop g8, bishop c2. Why not just... Okay, there's too many choices which look good. There's just, I don't know. Oh, let's not panic. Oh dear. Just move. Something. This is a good to start off with, surely. There's a check here on king a2 and the rook d2. Double rooks, yes. I want to double the rooks.
Check.
That's what I want to do. Actually, bishop b3, rook e8, king d7, rook d8 is a pain.
Check.
Something to bear in mind anyway.
Check.
As bishop a2 wins the exchange.
Check.
So even if this guy happens as rook e7.
Check.
Oh, okay, I get some.
Check.
Okay, rook g2 in. Okay, try and move this other rook. Okay, I'll go for this ending. Keep the rook covering the king. Escape from the first rank. If I can just get my king over the b3. I think I could have got more out of it though than that, but this might be sufficient.
Check.
I have to, I think, consider taking this. I'll take this.
Check.
Right, threatening mate.
Checkmate.
Okay. How's everyone there? Hope this is fun. Okay, so I'm at 2169 at the moment. So these are fast and blunderful games on the 3-minute auto pairing. So takes a while sometimes. Eldorco. Let's try E4 and King's Gambit. I don't like this line particularly. Probably should stop playing the King's Gambit because of this reason. If I just take that. Has he got knight d4? Takes bishop c5. My d pawn's vulnerable.
Check.
Actually, f4 now is vulnerable. After that check. Does he need to do that check? Is he going to be punished for that check? This doesn't look as bad as I usually get from this variation. Okay, tea time. Well, it seems to be reasonably comfortable here. D6. Almost tempted. What about just... Can I get out this pin? Not bother. I'll try and advance my queen side. Ah. Oh, problem. I can get rid of that dangerous bishop. Dangerous looking bishop across my king. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. H2. Pressure. B4. Bits are going to be dropping off soon. C4 if I'm not careful. Can I get rid of this bishop on d6? Or is something nasty about to happen on g3? Yes, knight g3 is pretty nasty looking. Oh, I don't know how to handle that. H3. Oh no. I think giving my king some air, even if I lose the exchange. I've got to give my king g1. Knight g3, knight g3, rook e3. It's got rook e4 and a knight g3 to pick up e4. This is not good. So knight g3 picks up e4. Or is he nearly mating me on h2 here? Vicious. This turned out to be quite vicious. Queen d4, queen c1. Queen c1 is knight e2. I'll just g3 here. No, queen e1. Queen d4 is knight e2. Trying to find a move. Doesn't look at all good to play this.
Check.
Yeah. Blimey. Things really went bad in this one. I thought I was doing well there earlier. Okay, we'll protect this guy. Didn't take that one. There's a hope if he's not taking that. Oh, hang on. Rook e4 for knight d6. If he moves the knight, which he's not going to.
Check.
Oh man, what? Well, I'll fight on for a bit. If I can.
Time warning.
I get a draw on the clock or not? Oh, I'm going to get mated there. Stalemate coming up? Not really.
Checkmate.
Oh, incredible. Okay. Oh dear. I'll play c4 here. I'll stop this pin. So queen e2 bishop f4. This looks right. Bishop e4, c3. I thought it did. This could be trouble. Try and do this, which is sometimes a good idea. Bishop g3, and just try and hold up that kingside pawn avalanche. Rook h1, just get rid of the rooks. Try and be on the safe side, just try and get rid of these rooks. I think I'll get rid of the there's bishop b7. So knight g5 coming up, queen d2, queen d2, possible. I think he's got knight e5 actually. Bishop e7. No. Okay. I'm going to sneak in queen h1 somehow with queen c1 to h1 when he's not looking. Oh, he's doing the same over there. If I can move the king after I've got this diagonal, queen h1, king g1.
Check.
Oh, king g1. Threatening discovery, which he's missed. Knight h4, he's resigned. Knight h4. This guy was easier to play than that other guy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Honestly, this rating system's crazy. I'm beating the GMs and losing to like. Okay, I'm not going to comment more on that anyway. So as far as the online chess, when you see IM or GM, I think you should be less worried than playing someone else. Basically, as a rule of thumb, I know that sounds crazy, but from my experience recently, that's absolutely true. The ones to worry about are the ones doing well on this auto pairing who have no title. Those are the ones really to worry about. And knight takes is so juicy. I can't pass that up. It looks like an early Fischer sacrifice. Before I won a tournament, one of my first tournaments, I played this knight f2, inspired by a Fischer game. Oh, he's just resigned there. He's provisional. Okay, 2174. Okay, an 1871 IM. I know you've seen everything here. An 1871 IM. Okay, he's not moving. I think he must have a slow connection. Maybe he plays this on his mobile phone or something. I don't know. He's not moving. Oh, by the way, if you enjoy this, please do like the video. If you do like this sort of thing, that'd be cool. Alright, so why I'm not going to go and play King's Engine. This game's going to take an eternity if he carries on like this with that lag. Check Benoni, that would be something different. He's going to clamp down on that. Okay. I want to fianchetto my knight to play f5 later. And the knight here to g4 gains tempo. It's giving me a protected pawn there, but it's going to blockade it on e3. But again, knight g4 could challenge the blockade, and I lose e4 after that. So that wouldn't be too clever. So queen g6 for the moment. And bishop b7, the other one to e8. I'll play h5 for knight g4. I get the king out. I have rook h8 for knight g4. Actually, I don't think that's anything at the moment. Let's just get the knights doing something. What do I want the knights? Where? I'll get the other rook to g7. And then what happens? Play for b5 when he's not looking. He would never expect b5 in this position because my rooks are not designed for b5. What about knight c7 sort of hints at b5 in the future? He's clamped down on b5. Oh. Okay, alright, so g3. I can treble on g3 here. Let's treble on g3 for a laugh. Maybe put the queen sneakily on h8. That seems to do the trick sometimes. So I'm on g3 though at the moment. Clamp down on g4. It's bishop a4 check. Creates some weakness. b3, can't retract that pawn after. Creates a weakness. Just do that for a laugh. Oh, play again. Okay.
Check.
Now I could take on d1 here. My king's getting exposed actually. What about knight? Why did I want to do that? He's got knight c3 coming up. I'm going to strand my knight. I think I'm going to have to take... I'll just keep the block. Oh, hang on. f5's dropping. Oh, I've blown the position. Blown the position. He hasn't taken on f5 just yet. I could have just taken on g3. Aha. No, this has gone bad, but he's only got 20 seconds. He is a bit slow.
Check.
I might as well get the c5 square while I'm at it. Was knight d3 check. I'll take... He's very slow. Is he going to play... I was going to play something else there.
Check.
Aha. Got to get rid of his connected pawns. Is rook d5 actually possible? I can't see a refutation of rook d5. Just need to hold in there for a second or two. He did forfeit on time, didn't he? Yeah. I just thought he was too slow from the start. Okay, so e4. So a 2-2-8-3. I bet you this guy's going to play much stronger than anyone else I've played recently. Let's have a look at his history. Oh, okay, he's just won 5 games in a row. Should I be worried? He's playing one of my pets, kind of thing. And I don't like this setup as white. When people do this as white generally. It's going to give me some dynamic play if he takes. I've got this bishop on b1. Then a3 and queen d3 is pretty crude stuff. So queen d3, and you can guess cheapos. And knight g5 doesn't do anything. Knight d2 loses to f4. So knight c3 is probably a good lesser evil move. Why am I thinking of lesser evil moves? Has he already taken over the initiative or something? I've taken on bishop a2. That was knight e5. That looks interesting. As though... Okay, f4, just to stop him playing f4. I'll go around this. There's knight c6 here. I don't want to keep the knight. Let's just do this for queen c2 for a moment. Is he really exchanging off here? He is. Okay. Am I worried? Should I be? Let's play G for g4 here. Try and put him under a bit of pressure. He's weakening some dark squares. So bishop f2 to h4, or bishop d2 to b4. Which is it? Bishop e1 to b4, bishop h4. got him thinking in this simplified position. So I've got bishop h4 just to celebrate the dark squares. There's bishop d8. Bishop d8 here looks juicy because g5, bishop f6. So he's outmaneuvering me as well. Or maneuvering. Knight c6. Try and win a7. Or do I need to play g5 anytime soon? Okay, I'm going to lose b2, but I'm going to get b6. He's going to get a3. I'll get to attack his bishop and get knight c7 to attack d5. I get the d pawn. Oh,
Check.
I mean, he's blown it. Okay. 2200. 2200 on the 3-minute autopairing is actually quite hard from experience. I don't know. But yeah, so I've ended that guy's winning run there. Let's play Anakai Defense. He's doing well this evening so far for some strange reason. I don't like the look of that move particularly. I'll just kick it. Would he really just take? Was he going to play takes and... I was going to take an e6 or something. I'll keep that blockade going. It shouldn't be that painful, this position, should it? So knight... What about f5? That'd be terrible. f5. I'll try and use this G file if possible. Why did I let his bishop? Should I just take his bishop before it does some damage? So knight f4 and then e5. That's queen f4. So queen d6. Queen d6. Do I need to do queen d6? It looks as though I put myself in a bit of trouble here for e6. Let's do this for a moment. There's knight d5 attacking the queen after rook d1. So he hasn't got time to use that pin. He just takes the... Yeah. Alright, can I just try and get this e-file or something? I get knight f4. That's bishop d5. Was bishop f3? Bishop f3. I don't know how handy that is. Bishop c6 doesn't do anything. Bishop c8 to g4. It's got such a good grip on the position. I'll just move this bishop for a moment for rook d8, just to, if I can get rook d8 in. If rook c7, is he going to take that pawn or not? If he doesn't take the pawn, okay, maybe c5. His knights are going to start something up. That's bishop g2.
Check.
These knights are pretty dangerous, actually.
Check.
too dangerous. What is the plan? I'm a bit stuck with his rook on the 7th. I'm a bit stuck here. I can't do anything about that rook. This looks as though I haven't got much going on. My king's kind of stuck. Just dropping pawns. No, it looks terrible. There is a check for h2 though. Might as well take that.
Check.
To take the h2 pawn. No, knight g4. Down to 42 seconds. So
check.
Where else can the knight go? That's rook g4. I can't get a mate in there or anything. I think I've got to keep moving somehow. Bishop move.
Check. Check.
Try and be annoying in the last 22
Check.
seconds. That's rook f6.
Check.
Oh,
Time
king
one.
e7. There's knight d2.
Check.
That was knight g5. Nearly. 15 seconds.
Check. 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 Check.
I can't do anything with 10 seconds
Check.
really.
Check. Check.
Yep. That's really tough. I don't know. It's really tough, some of these players. Smith and Mora. Playing white sometimes it's just easier anyway. Let's play it with f4. There's not much you can do. There's a rook on the 7th and knights like that. Not much counterplay. So this early e5, is he shocked by f4, I wonder? This is odd. He's thinking as well. Yeah. That's good for me that he's thinking. Did he really mean this? This looks like a very promising position. Why can't I just do this? It looks as though I can try and castle queenside or something with a vicious
Check.
position. I was taking, I'm on getting my pawn back. That looks nice.
Check.
Maybe b3 for bishop a3. Oh. Or knight d5 threatens knight c7. Or knight f4 for knight e6 for knight d7. Okay. Bishop f4 for knight g6. If he plays f6. And castle queenside, that would be interesting. Rook c8, king b1. Okay, so knight g6 here. Oh, there's bishop. There's not bishop b4, take. There's bishop d5, ed, bishop b4. King moves. Okay, it's something to think about anyway. Oh, that's okay. So knight c7 threatened. If I just castle bishop c6 and knight e7 if he's not careful. I'll just take this for a moment. It's a bit of a slow. He's a bit of a slow one. Oh, e5. E5. Is he going to win the exchange? Of knight e2. No, I'm just hallucinating there. Hallucinating. I don't like the check possibilities though. Why did I let him castle? That's another interesting thing. Oh, there's rook f4. He's winning material with rook f4. That's pretty painful. Where is he? King f2? No, he's not. I get my... Where do I want everything? Here. The pawns hold up his pawns for a moment. Pawn on b4 is holding up his pawn on a6. I know it's an awkward rook, but I've got to do what I've got to do. I'm going to lose g2 anyway. Why do I want this really sick rook? Or not so sick, just on h4. g4. Oh, that's the end of the rook. I think I've got to do some sort of compromise anyway. Lose a pawn somewhere. Oh no, let's not lose that one.
Check. Check. Check.
Okay.
Check. Check.
Why didn't I go for some sort of cheapo attack on his king there?
Check. Check.
This is the end of the road here.
Check. 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 Check.
Hide behind his pawn.
Check. Checkmate.
Oh, 0.3 of a second. Nearly. No, not this line. Why is everyone playing this line? It's horrible. I'm following up. Strangely. I just take care. There's queen a4 check. If he's not careful. There's bishop e2. This looks interesting. Yeah. Try and liberate these pawns with c5, c6. I get c5, c6. The pawns will be happier. Yeah. So. Oh, c4 is just dropping. Yeah. Was that clever? Just take this one for a sec. Okay, so d5. What about knight e6, queen c7, or bishop d4 later? Is it going to be queen c7 is ruled out, bishop d4 is not that interesting. And about this d pawn, have I got something with this d pawn to think about? Or rook b4, queen c3 is rook b5. I think he's well, there's rook b5 here. In fact, if the knight moves, there's queen a6 with rook b8 almost. If I just move the rook back, he's going to get. Okay, he's going to try and mate me with this h3 pawn. If he gets his pawn to h3, then that's big trouble. If I play d6, okay, think about this. How do I evict his queen? Just knight d4 would do the trick. I get ready to evict his queen with knight d4. Go away, queen. Okay. I think there's bishop f2 here. Unless he's going to carry on the attack quite viciously like this. Well, there's actually queen b3 check. Surely, queen b3 check.
Check.
Get rid of his mating nets and stuff.
Check. Check.
Right, 41 seconds. c6 is coming up. Cool. 2177. Okay. That was interesting. So let's go with this system, Botnik. Standard d5 torture. There's queen f3. Looks alright. I'm holding b7 at least for a moment. So I'll just rook d8 or something. As queen d1, he's going to be on the b7 soon. Actually, he's got h4 covered. Place that anyway. So f4. What would be a good idea here? f4. I wonder. The rook is there. I might as well use it. I hope that's a good idea anyway. So is okay. I'm covering b7. Takes. You could use a check. Does it matter? Right. I just take on b2, take on g3, Rook f3, king moves the other rook, that sort of thing. Doesn't do much actually. Just realised. Okay, so I'll just attack his d3 in return. Oh, no, 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 no. Get the king out of here. Get the king out of here. Before there's a big problem. Where is this king going?
Check.
I'll just protect like this for a moment. The king walks over like this. Not really. I think I'm going to offer a draw actually. I don't know what to do here. I don't like the position. Oh, he's accepted. Okay. Let's go on.
Check.
Yeah, can I move the bishop like this? Oh, I'll just play queen c2 now. There's nothing on c7. Knight e5, knight c4. Maybe there's a bit of pressure on that king side. I think I should probably do that. And maybe bishop. Oh, what about just f5 like the Botvinnik game earlier? C4 actually plausible here. C4 just to keep my attacking prospects. And b4 to b5 and c5. So bishop f2 is interesting. Bishop f2 or f5. f5, f5, f5. Why not? Okay. Which way? This guy likes his endings or something. Is my back row kind of a little bit weak? Oh, bishop c7's occurring. Knight. There's knight d3 to bishop c7. Yeah. Okay, so queen d1. Oh, it looks a bit dangerous actually. But what can I do? Bishop over here for a moment. That was knight g4. Knight g4 doesn't help. That was knight f3. Knight f3. Oh, I think in the circumstance. Does it matter about? It does, about check. Okay, so I'll just put this bishop somewhere. And now another attack. No, he's just looking better. Oh, there's queen h3. Nope. Oh, that's too difficult to play this position, I think. 38 seconds. I don't think it's possible to defend this. Queen e1, knight f1. Check. No, I think I'm just getting done over. It's too much of a time deficit. And I'm getting mated. Yeah, that's too many problems. He set too many problems for me. Right, the setup doesn't look too aggressive right now. So h6, g5, knight g6, g4 maybe as a plan. As plans go. I'll take with c-pawn here. Okay. Well, that looks pleasant for a moment, anyway. Am I being overly optimistic here? Can't really evict his queen that easily. There's bishop c8 to tease his queen. Let's see where his queen's going. Alright, I've just taken and knight h4. There's bishop g2. Isn't that a passive bishop though? There's e4 and e takes. Well, knight takes and e4. I think actually e4 does much. Oh, okay, so let's move this on the c file. What about rook c4 and then double on the c file? And then what? There's queen. Okay. Get the rook to the 7th. And e4 here. Again, doesn't do much. Try and keep some time pressure going. King g6. And then what? Let's block the bishop in for a moment. There's bishop f8 and then a5 is another plan. Okay, that's interesting. What's going on here? Oh, it's bishop e4 check. Just winning the rook. That's
Check.
a pain, isn't it? No, no, he's okay. It's all over. Oh, that was abrupt. Is it? I think it's, if my king's not getting mated, there might be some sort of thing going on.
Check.
I doubt it.
Check.
Hmm. Ah. It's pretty hopeless. I think I'll give that up, I think. Oh, hang on. Yeah. That's a shame. I thought I had a good position at some point. A 2-4-4-5. This would be interesting. 2-4-4-5. Let's play the Alekine. I had good luck with the Alekine's defense so far. Got him thinking. So, d5. Knight d3. I'm trying to be a pain here. Is it e5 possible? Is e5 possible? Then maybe f5 and e4 if I get a chance. But this knight's going to be undermined with b3 surely. So b3, f5, then e4. I'll take here. Oh, there's queen check. I'll play queen f6 to queen d4. So I get this knight out of trouble again. There's queen f6. It's probably a good move coming up. Queen f6. This might not be too terrible. So on the rook, moves the rook. Oh, he doesn't move the rook. Actually, I'm going to get swamped with his pawns. It looks like the pawns are pretty strong. Try and get a rook to the 7th. Just rook b1. Oh, it's just queen d4. No, it's rook c2. Okay, so any chance here? There's a chance of losing a piece. I think just queen d4, bishop a6. Bishop a6 is... So his two pawns, I don't know, just d7 looks to be pretty good. Can't get behind these pawns. Yeah, that looks pretty terminal. The pawns do look terminal. I'll just stop anything happening here. I think the bishop's going to have to be sacrificed. Actually, there's rook a4. So I'm about to be squished, but rook a4. So, and then he just does that. And I can't go for a cheap on g2 even. That looks, yeah, that's bad news. Okay, just let me sack the rook for these two pawns. Is he going to let me do that? Sack the bishop rather for two pawns. Is not. No. Okay, get the king over to h6 or something.
Check.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Check.
I think my luck with the Alekhine defense has just ended with this game. This is not bad. Not bad. So Slavko Sisak. Let's try this quick C4 surprise weapon. Okay, so H4, is that, in the circumstances, is that any good? Let's take this guy. Can't stop that knight b4. Take you on a knight d4 then. b4. So the kick is knight. My back row is a bit weak and b3 is a bit weak. Bishop d2. So, okay. As rook, a4 looks terrible, but does hold on to the pawn. Will you spot the cheaper on h7? Yes. That queen d2, queen h6 for knight g5. If the bishop's going to take on b4. Oh, he's just done that. Okay. Oh, hang on. He's got bishop d7. Oh, can I do this? Bishop c3. Aha. I got lots of things hanging here. Yeah. Oh dear, that was okay. This guy again. Let's take the bishop e5. It plays f4. Right, I'm going to try and weaken e4 or not. I'm not really sure about this. Is that worth doing? Actually, isn't knight g3 almost tempting as bishop g2? There's knight e2 check there. to win the queen. Okay. He just does that. I'm really getting badly out tactics here, but that was okay. I have to make it. This is not going to work. Queen. No, this is not going to work. I don't think my king's going to make it here. Now he's protecting the queen, of course, so knight e2 doesn't work. Do it anyway though.
Check.
Oh, I can't play this guy. I just can't play him. Well, I can't play some of these guys. That's for sure. Okay, so okay, let's see if I keep losing to that person in particular, though. That'll be interesting. I guess I need to protect this before it's too late. Point cruelly at bishop h3 here. Might be interesting. So, okay. The queens are going to come off. With queen f1.
Check.
There is time for f4. I'm actually optimistic here because I think this looks as though there might be well, actually there's actually f3 as well. Why don't I just play? Isn't f3? Isn't this going to swallow that pawn that quickly? I don't know. If I can get a chance to double on that pawn. So something like rook f4, then rook f8. And there's knight f2, rook h4. Well, a pawn's going to be quite dangerous. Can I just try and win that knight with knight f6 now?
Check.
Oh. Okay. I thought he'd do something else there. Right, this pawn's blocked for a moment. I'll sort of block it like this for a moment. Try and gang up on it with rook a8 reserved. So rook g4, rook g8, rook a8. That's c4's pain. That's knight d5, knight b4. I think. I think there's only a minute to think about this. So see, okay, this one. If I just take the knight b4. Then I'll win a6. So I just take it, takes with the rook, take knight b4, Rook a6. Well, that's good news.
Check.
So d4 now. Okay. Oh, hang on, knight d2. Okay, we'll get my king across or something. Or knight d5. That gives me knight f4. Which isn't that handy. Not at the moment. And queen. Let's check.
Check. Check.
That's handy. Okay, you resign there. Scraping back, come on. But there's some people on this auto parrying that seem to be indestructible. I think probably if I think the better test is if I got a better opening against if I can get a decent opening, then I always feel I have a chance. Okay, so let's see. Probably, I think I've seen this one. Just sacking a pawn. So he didn't go for that gambit. So I don't know. This pawn is. I think this is useful. Okay, then knight h4. If he took bishop d5 at the end of that, don't really think. What about this rook over here? Rook b5 to h5 is another idea. So knight. Okay, I'm on c6 actually now. So bishop h4, bishop c6. I want to get this knight f5. That's a natural, like, square here. So knight f5. Okay, I might have to go to dinner actually soon. Hopefully I can end on a high here. So let's see, bishop takes b7 and then something. Queen, I think I'm weakening his light squares as well by doing this. His rook does seem like awkward. There's knight h6 check and stuff, if g6. Actually, there's knight g7 almost. If bishop takes, no, there isn't. There isn't. I need some actually more pressure over here. I think knight f3. That's rook e4, rook g4. I think I just definitely need more pressure on over here. Okay, he's blunting that. So over here, bishop g5. I think. Bishop, if I got rid of this defensive piece, then that might help things. I think I keep that E file though. I take bishop d2. I'm holding some key squares for a moment. Then go back to f3 for d5. I think queen f3 is probably a good idea in the circumstance before my king gets it with his queen. So queen d5, we're going for each other's kings here.
Check.
So I just play queen d6.
Check.
It's a perpetual check if nothing else, surely.
Check.
Well, knight d6 or knight e7. Okay, knight d6
check.
Gives me queen f. No, queen g4. F king g6. Oh, okay, he's resigned. I think I should really. I think I'm going to end on a high. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? This session. How long has it been? I think it's been like 2 hours. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go to dinner now. If you did like it, yeah, please do like the video. Otherwise, okay, I'll see you another time. Thanks very much. Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube?